everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dogo Augusti, and this is a platform where I share my thoughts about many things, about politics, about entertainment, about general happening in the society. Thank you for stopping by, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share the link of this video. God bless you. So today I'm going to be talking about a post I stumbled on WhatsApp. Recently I started reading WhatsApp broadcasts, unlike before, and I realized that some of these WhatsApp broadcasts actually have moral lessons that one can learn. So I thought it wise to always be sharing it whenever I come across one or two that had moral lessons to learn. So today, the topic of today will be why wives or women should why they should appreciate their husband. I'm going to quickly read the story and buttress on it. A lot of husbands make sacrifices. I mean, a man that will work from morning till night, 7 days a week, some of them 5 days a week, to ensure that he put food on the table of his wife and children or make life comfortable for them. Such a man should be appreciated, regardless. The story goes like this. Mrs. Eniola Fadele went to her husband's office to report him to his boss. She told her husband's boss how her husband, Mr. Fadele Taufik, usually squandered his 60,000 naira salary and only gave her 30,000 naira for upkeep. Can you imagine a man that is earning 60,000 naira and is able to give his wife 30,000 naira for upkeep? Meanwhile, there are other things, other hidden charges that he needs to pay. Let's move on. After her narration, the boss told her to come back at the end of the month. On the said day, she arrived as planned. The boss called Mr. Taufik and they sat down in the boss's office. The boss started, "Mr. Taufik, your wife reported me some days ago that you squander your salary outside, only give her 30,000 naira for upkeep. How much is your transportation?" The boss asked Mr. Taufik. To work. How much is your transportation to work on a daily basis? The boss asked. Then Mr. Taufik asked, 900 naira, sir. That is, every day he spent 900 naira on transportation. Then 900 times 22 days. The boss gave Mr. Taufik that money for transportation. Then he asked again, "Do you take breakfast at home?" The boss continued. And the guy answered, "No, sir. I leave home very early to beat traffic." "How much do you spend on breakfast and lunch daily?" Taufik answered, 500 naira, 500 naira. And the boss calculated 500 naira times the number of days in a month that he goes to work, and it amounted to 11,000 naira from 60,000. Then the boss asked again, "Who pays the children's school fees?" The boss asked, and Mr. Taufik answered, "I do, sir." "How much is the school fees? And how many kids do you have?" Mr. Taufik answered, "The school fees is 30,000 naira per term, and I have 2 kids." In other words, you save 10,000 naira monthly for each term school fees, right? Mr. Taufik replied. Once again, the boss handed over to him 10,000 naira from 60,000 naira. "Who pays the rent and how much is it?" "I do, sir. The rent is 36,000 naira per annum." Mr. Taufik replied. "That is 3,000 naira monthly, right?" He answered. And the boss added, as he handed over 3,000 naira to Mr. Taufik, that is, from his 60,000 naira, he saves 3,000 naira every month, so that at the end of the year, he's able to pay his rent. And the woman is complaining that the husband is giving 30,000 naira from 60,000 naira salary that he's earning. Let's continue. So, "I don't want to ask about clothing, electricity, etc." the boss asked, "as I know both of you might be handling that." The boss said, as he handed over 16,200 to Mrs. Fadele. "What is this, sir?" Mrs. Fadele asked, surprised. "Money for upkeep." The boss replied her. "But it won't take me anywhere," she exclaimed. "So why don't you appreciate the 30,000 your husband sacrificed for your monthly upkeep?" The woman hugged her husband tightly and rest his story. You can imagine a man is earning 60,000 naira every month and is able to remove out of that 60,000 naira, is able to remove 30,000 naira for the wife and children to feed in the month. Then he's still going to pay transportation to work. He's going to eat lunch in the office. He's going to pay rent. He's going to pay rent. He's going to pay school fees. From 30,000 naira that is left, he's going to buy a recharge card and so many other things. And the woman didn't understand it because I believe that the man didn't make her understand. So this is where I will advise every man or every husband out there. You need to let your husband, your wife know your expenses. If your expenses is 60,000 naira, both of you should come, sit down and analyze. Oh, school fees, rent, feeding, everything should be analyzed. By so doing, the woman will understand that, oh, this is how much my husband is earning. So by the time you are giving her 30,000 naira or you are giving her the amount you are giving her, she will not feel that, oh, out of the so much amount of money that you are earning, it is this small one that you are giving to me. I believe Mr. Taufik did not explain to the wife how much he was earning and how much the other bills or other rent that he needs to pay, other bills that he needs to pay. So the woman felt that there is money. How can you be giving me 30,000 naira every month when you go to work and you work, not knowing that the man earns 60,000 naira? So men should learn to be open to their wives. They should learn to be open to their wives, so that by so doing they will understand. Because when a woman knows that this is the amount you are earning, she will be able to cut her clothes according to her clothes. She'll be able to cut her coat according to her clothes. So, but when you don't let her know, she will just assume that the money is there. The woman is not just giving it to me, just like in this case. But at the end of the day, what happened? The woman came to realize that, my husband is sacrificing a lot too. So there are a lot of men out there that are sacrificing a lot. There are so many men out there that maybe before they got married, they had one car. After getting married, they had to leave their car completely to their husband, to their wife, and they are using leg to work. That is sacrifice. So such men should be appreciated. That's just the moral lesson of today. That you should appreciate, as wife, you should appreciate your husband. As long as the man is trying, please appreciate him. There is a saying that Thanksgiving is a motivation to do more. When you are appreciating the man, you are motivating the man. So the man will go out of his way to make sure that he does more for you. And for the men, always learn to be open to your wives so that they don't think that you have so much money. Meanwhile, you have little or nothing. God bless you for listening to this video and watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the link. Thank you. In our next video, we are going to be talking about why men or husbands should appreciate their wives. God bless you.